Hey Bears, I'm Jordan Twinner. On this first CTV of the year, how the football team is approaching Friday's rivalry game against Truman, why that game could affect whether we win an even bigger prize than the Wagon Wheel, and a look at how this year's new teachers are adjusting. Those stories and more next. It's Wagon Wheel week. Not only will the Chrisman football team look to beat their biggest rival, but also pick up their first win of the season. The 0-4 Bears will travel down Nolan Road to face Truman Thursday night at 7. The chance of severe weather prompted the game to be moved up a day. The Patriots just picked up their first win of the season last week. Chrisman will look to keep the Wagon Wheel, which they've won each of the last 3 seasons. But coaches and players say they're focused on the bigger picture, not the winning streak.
To me, it's just another game. We just gotta keep doing what we've been doing, keep working.
It's kind of a different game because, like, we playing the people we grew up with, but at the same time, it's just another game for us that we gotta execute in.
Truman's better than they have been. They're really good. Those kids have been playing for 4 years, and so they're probably tired of losing the Wagon Wheel. Our kids are, have the pride and the pleasure that they want to continue winning. So that there is that pressure, but in the end all be all, our kids know it's just a game, and they got that there's really in the end all, for the real scope of things, it has playoff implications because we're in the same district. So if Truman wins that game, they have a good chance of getting a home playoff game versus if we lose, we not have that home playoff game too. So we got to do that to get a leg up.
The Wagon Wheel game has a little more significance this year. That's because this game serves as the tiebreaker in the fight for the Nolan Road Cup. The new competition awards a trophy to the school with the most head-to-head wins across all 20 varsity sports. The goal is to generate more school spirit for all sports.
Myself and the former athletic director at Truman, Eric Holm, who had been there a long time, had talked about how to get more kids involved and going to more of the games besides just the football and the basketball games to support our teams. And so we decided to go with something that would get more kids involved.
Right now, Truman leads Chrisman 4-1, with 15 more sports left to compete head-to-head this school year. Wagon Wheel Week marks the first of 2 big weeks for our school. Next week brings homecoming, and that means a Spirit Week. This year's theme will be Take on the 80s, which means each day ties into the 1980s.
We originally were thinking of a music theme, and it was going to be called We've Got the Beat, and it was going to be Decades. And we were talking as a board. I had wanted to do a Decades theme, and then we were talking as a board and decided that we should stick to something, and we all were like 80s, because everybody loves the 80s, so we decided that we'd do that, and it'd be popular with everybody. So,
on Monday, wear your jersey for We Are the Champions Day. Tuesday, find a twin for What I Like About You. Wednesday, come dressed in your pajamas for Sweet Dreams. Thursday, wear your class colors for Karma Chameleon. And Friday, go down to Funky Town and dress like it's the 80s. The annual homecoming assembly will cap off the school week at the end of the day on Friday. It will be the second assembly of the school year. You might remember seniors won the Spirit Stick at the first. At that assembly, this year's homecoming court will be presented. This year's King candidates are Devin Braswell, Elijah Middleton, Zachary Rowe, Simon Walsh, and Marcus Wigfall. The girls up for Queen are Melanie Cox, Mallory McGraw, Tammy Sanders, Hunter Taylor, and Riley Thompson. Voting starts Monday and ends Friday at noon. The winner will be announced at halftime of the football game Friday night. In that game, the Bears will host Blue Springs South. It starts at 7. As of this week, the Jaguars are also winless on the season. Homecoming week overall culminates with the dance Saturday night. Tickets are on sale now in the cafeteria during lunch. They cost $5. Make sure you pay your obligations if you want to purchase a ticket. If you want to bring someone who doesn't go to school here, pick up an outside guest form in the front office. The annual All-District Parade takes place that Saturday morning. It starts at 9 and will circle the Independence Square. Afterwards, a ribbon-cutting ceremony will celebrate the ISD Bank, which is a capstone program new to the Business Academy this year. This week, the girls' tennis team took a step toward repeating as conference champions. They blanked North Kansas City Tuesday night to improve to 3-0 in conference. The Bears are 7-3 overall. They host Belton Thursday. The softball team plays at Belton that day. The ladies swept a doubleheader against Ruskin on Tuesday to improve to 4-12. The boys' soccer team also plays at Belton on Thursday. They will look to win their first match in more than 3 weeks. And that same day, the volleyball team plays, you guessed it, Belton. They host the Lady Pirates after falling to Fort Osage on Tuesday. We are now 6 weeks into the school year. Most everybody is finding their rhythm, including the teachers new to Chrisman this year. CTV's George Cerritos talked with some of them about what brought them here and what's helped them adjust.
We had to include a because in every single theme statement. So if you do not have it in your notes, I want you to put that in there.
More than a dozen new teachers work here at Chrisman this school year. Almost every department, both core and elective, features a new face. Many of them chose Chrisman because of the ties to existing staff or to the Kansas City area.
I really liked the environment. It's close to home. I grew up in Blue Springs, and so it was kind of nice being able to stay in the Kansas City area. After I got done student teaching, I knew that I wanted to be in a bigger school and getting to work with a bigger team. And so I came up here with Mrs. Schwartz one day and did a tour with the building, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the culture here.
I have family ties here. Both my parents work here. My brother went here, and I've always had a love for Chrisman since they got up here, and I really just felt a tie for it.
I chose Chrisman because I really liked the Kansas City area, and I had a friend that used to go to one of the independent schools, and she really liked Chrisman and just had a good reputation.
What made me choose Chrisman is honestly the connection that I had made with Coach Rathke. We had met at a coaching clinic in Kansas, and I had met him, and he told me how great Chrisman was and about the things that he was trying to do here, and I wanted to be part of that.
Each brings enthusiasm to what they teach.
It's just a fun little trick with word.
I chose music because I've sang in choir my whole life, and I absolutely love it.
I love reading and I love writing, and I think that it's very important for everyone to have the skills that are associated with reading and writing, especially in a world that bombards us with information, and being able to help people and help students grow up with a critical mind and a critical thinking critical thinking skills to approach the bombardment of information that we receive.
I chose science because I just really have a passion for science, especially like biological sciences. I have since I was probably like a junior or senior in high school, and I just really like everything about it and like the hands-on activities that we get to do.
The relationships formed with students and teachers have helped make it easier for them to settle in.
I love my classes. They keep me on my toes, and then I love the English department. They're incredible, absolutely incredible.
Everyone's been willing to help, students and teachers and all the staff.
The transition has been really good, I think. I'm starting to get used to the job and the students, and just try to figure everything out.
Every teacher is looking forward to seeing growth within themselves and their students this school year.
My plans for the year is to get my all my American and world history classes ready for life outside of Chrisman, and to have them be more engaged, informed citizens. And then also I want to help lead a team with Chrisman track and field to new heights that they never reached before.
With Jordan Twinner, I'm George Cerritos, reporting for CTV.
Speaking of teachers, a belated congratulations to woodshop teacher Bob Holcomb. The local chapter of the Boy Scouts of America named him its Outstanding Educator for 2019. Leaders presented Holcomb with a certificate earlier this month. They'll give him the actual award in a couple of weeks at their awards dinner. Now take a look at a couple other things coming up that you should know about. That's it for this week's CTV. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page and check out our new video podcasts. Expect a new one next week. I'm Jordan Twinner. We'll see you next time, Bears.